Okay, welcome to week 7, everybody. Good morning. Cheers. Got my cup of coffee. Just got back from Houston for our robotics championship where our team did really, really well. So, sincere apologies if this video is coming a day late. Bear with me here. Week 7 is going to be our last of 4 learning management systems that we're going to investigate, and that is Google Classroom. Okay, but before then, we're going to jump into some reading, and the reading I think is really, really, really intriguing. I know I say that about everything, but it turns out that this idea of assessment in the online space is pretty tricky. So let's talk about this class. We say things like by 11:59 p.m. you need to respond to your discussion board. Okay. Now, whether that's effective or not, it's the way we've chosen to sort of leverage this tool of formative assessment in the classroom. So you're going to read this, and then you're going to read some articles about using badges. This one specifically related to the Common Core on Edutopia. And then you're going to jump in and do our typical looking at this, keeping up with K-12 digital learning review. Okay? And there are some specific things we want you to look at, just some sections you haven't read yet, actually. Anything new you've learned, anything you agree or disagree with. Now, when we get into diving into Google Classroom here, you can click this link to log in, okay? Or you can just go straight to Drive. And then up here on the right, we have those 9 little boxes. You can click those. And then one of the options is going to be Classroom. Right there, you can click that. And that'll take you to the same login page. The reason I showed you that is it's important to know, unlike the other learning management systems that we've dealt with, Google Classroom is not self-contained in Classroom itself. Classroom is a part of the overall Google architecture. That is to say, the Classroom is going to interact with your Drive, and it's going to push out documents. I suppose you could completely or ignore your Drive and do everything out of Classroom, but ultimately what's going to happen is a document is going to get pushed to you, or you're going to interact with a document, and you'll open it up in Classroom. Okay? But what's going to happen on the back end is everything's going to be organized in Drive, and you can access those documents that way. So it's really important to understand that the Google architecture, Gmail, Google Drive, and Classroom, all are going to interact with one another, okay, via Classroom as sort of FedEx or an epicenter. Unlike things we've seen before, Canvas, Edmodo, and PowerSchool, which are all self-contained, that do not have particular document management systems built in. Apologize about my voice. And after you do that, you're going to read this great article by John Sawash, which is titled 5 Ways to Improve a Google Classroom. Talking about using your About page, organizing your screen with topics, using emojis to, think about more social agency, schedule your announcements, and record directions with the screencasting tool that we talked about earlier. What was 4? There's 3. 5. Come on, John. No 4. Okay. Maybe he just forgot to title it. That's all right. I'm going to email John and actually ask him where was 4. With that said, back here, typical discussion board post. Gonna look at that K-12 digital learning article once again, and a checkpoint. So this checkpoint is going to be pretty critical because Google Classroom can be a little clunkier than the other learning management systems, only because it's designed to integrate with that which you already have. So apologize, I'm a little tired this morning. Cheers. Have a great week 7.